they're going to put the nail in the coffin here.
It has been an absolutely exquisite performance here by Samsung White. Nobody actually expected a 26,000 goal lead at 28 minutes in Game 1 of the semifinals, but here we are.
And that's 28:50 on the clock, 24-3. Samsung White takes Game 1 of this best of 5.
Yeah, and Jet, earlier today you were talking about how Samsung White against AHQ had this 19,000 goal lead in 20 minutes. We were pretty close in this game. And this is against Samsung Blue. It really shows how good Samsung White are and just snowballing the lead they do have.
It's about how good they can be as well. Even if we look at the OGN season, their amount of kills over deaths in games they won was greater than every other team in the league. It's because before 35 minutes, this team is an absolute force. It's why everyone considered them and continues to consider them the best team in the world. They just haven't been.
Huge plays again. They're going to run through the base one more time on this one. Just a few minutes extra from Game 1. 32.5 minutes. The Nexus will fall once again. And Samsung White takes it to Game 3, 2-0.
And in this game, I mean, the Galio pick itself, we keep talking about it, and it just made Samsung Blue's comp so weak. Because the Galio pick, it didn't bring anything at all. I mean, the first 4 picks were great. And just look at this. This is normally the guy's Spirit, who's the guy cheering up his teammates.
Yep.
No, he's
completely
not doing well emotionally after that game. The play thus far from White has been absolutely legendary. 2 spectacular Jace games. Really, the performance from the whole Samsung White team has been legendary in the semifinals, especially when we consider that this is their 3rd attempt at Samsung Blue in a best of 5, and they're really trying to make this one count. Blue really needs to regroup.
Yeah, and I mean, I just remember with the interview after quarterfinals with Hart, I believe it was, and he was actually saying himself, they're kind of afraid of White now, because they're just looking better and better and better, and now you start up by being absolutely destroyed in 2 games. That is scary.
Now, the quickest in this best of 5 series, and they do not hesitate to drop the Nexus. It's only going to take 3. Samsung White finally defeats Samsung Blue.
And in such a remarkable fashion. 3 incredibly one-sided fast games. They do it in such style, picking Akali in the top lane, Kassadin in the top lane, Assassins in the mid lane. Really, anything they felt like playing is what it felt like. To finally defeat the team they could not get past in this way is legendary.
And we have our first finals team to come in now. Somebody, Starhorn Royal Club or OMG, will be playing against Samsung White as they now hug with their brother team, sister team, I should say, understanding what that means to them in a 3-0 defeat as well. Who would have thought, man?
Yeah, and I just love these pictures right here. Both teams, kind of like, Deft is obviously completely devastated.
They say that they are enemies in game, but brothers outside of it, and you can really see this here. White, the team that deals Blue a crippling victory, and also the team that tries to console them afterwards, right? You can see the relationship that these guys have together, but in game, you know the gloves are off.
Very much so. Sure. Business is business mentality coming in for them. No way. Pawn gets the General's jacket.
Wow.
And Dade, even with a smile on his face.
That is a big moment. That is a jacket Dade never takes off.
No, he does not.
That's him paying respect here for what just happened.
Amazing amounts of respect. Dade wore that when we were in Taiwan, in Singapore, where it was extremely hot, never took it off. That was his mentality because he knows how much power just that jacket itself held in the vision of the community, in the vision of what everybody saw. And really, White had it on their plate. We have to take down the General to take down the rest of the army, and that's what they did every game.
Yeah, everything just clicked for Samsung White this tournament right here. The fact they changed up the picks, more aggressive, they get the Assassins now going, so the early lead they always seem to build up, they can now use to just completely roll over the enemy teams. And it's just working for them. They've improved so much. everyone is talking about it. When we talk with the teams about Samsung and White, and they say we've been scrimming them and we've been losing to them every single game pretty much. I mean, this is such a dominant team. I can't wait to see what they can do in the final.
And we kind of look at the composition, right? Samsung White lost to TSM with a low wave clear composition. That's pretty much a low wave clear composition, but they did not let that happen this time. They showed how strong that could actually be.
Yeah, and so much emotion you can see from both sides. It's amazing to see White, how happy they are coming into here, but it's also somewhat devastating to see Blue lose in this fashion after being such a monster